be on tomorrow, so this might be concluding the week of 5 minutes of tefillah. But either way, we're wrapping up tachanunim, this fascinating type of tefillah that we're begging Hashem. We learned yesterday about the storehouses of matnas chinam, this limitless storehouse that Hashem has. The storehouse that the Medrash Moshe Rabbeinu was asking of Hashem, what's in this room and what's in that room. And we learned yesterday that each other storehouse you only get according to that which you deserve. If it's for Torah, you get according to your Torah, according to your chesed. But this is a storehouse that you get for nothing. And the ticket to get into it, which we concluded yesterday, is what? Tefillah utchina. Prayer and supplications. So Shimshon Pincus wraps up this chapter, this type of tefillah, by explaining to us that there's two entities that are allowing us to access this storehouse of matnas chinam. There's tefillah atzmai, tefillah itself, and then there is the tchina, then there is the supplication. So he explains that in reality this is a psak halacha. He quotes the Shulchan Aruch and Siman Sadiches that teaches us that one has to daven yispalel derech tachanunim. That the way that one has to daven is in the mannerism of tachanunim, of supplications, kirash hamevakesh bepesach, like a poor man. That's a sif in Shulchan Aruch, which I'm sure many of us have heard, many of us have seen, and we usually conjure up the image that it's almost like a Musar shmuz in the middle of Shulchan Aruch, that when you daven, you should have kavanah, like a poor person. But Shimshon Pincus says, as always, nothing is for naught. The Shulchan Aruch is saying so much more. Let's understand that when we daven, we're not davening, do Hashem answer me because of my own merits. No, we're davening, Hashem answer me, allow us access to the matnas chinam, to the other oitzrais, to the storehouses that do not have any limit to them, only because we're the poor man begging that we have no merits, that we have nothing. And he calls this the yoifya v'hoida ushleimusa shel tefillah. The beauty, the splendor, and the perfection of tefillah is davening in the mannerism that we have nothing, that there's no reason that we should get anything. And he says, if we daven based on our own merits, that's very scary. Hashem, answer me because I learned today. How well did you learn today? Hashem, answer me because I did a chasadim. Really? Hashem, answer me in each thing. It's very, very scary. And it's very scary. It's not shaykh to get answered, he says. But if we daven because Hashem has this endless, limitless storehouse, that he has, chastei v'tuva yisbarach ein kates v'tachlis, there's no end, now we could actually merit to get something. And he explains that this is what the Shulchan Aruch is paskening lahalacha, that we have an obligation, a chiyuv, to approach Hashem in this tzura, in the rash, in the poor person that's begging, meaning that we have nothing, that there's no reason we should get anything. And that's how we come to Hashem, asking for this matnas chinam, not relying on our deeds, not relying on our mitzvahs, on our chesed, on our Torah, not relying on anything, only relying on the tuva yisparach, on that which Hashem's greatness will give to us. And with this he concludes that we can understand the words of the Medrash that we started with. That the Medrash Moshe Rabbeinu asks from Hashem what's in this storehouse and what's in that storehouse. And the Medrash concludes with almost a kaviyachal complaint of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And we'll read the words of Shimshon Pincus. Uma nifla loshen ha-Medrash. How wondrous are the words of the Medrash. SheHaKadosh Baruch Hu hitlonein. Hashem is complaining. Al Moshe. Hashem's complaining. Kaviyachal. That what? What's the complaint? Shechataf loy, that Moshe Rabbeinu snatched, he grabbed, he stole. What did Moshe Rabbeinu steal? Hasoid hazeh, this secret. Ukaviyachol, it's as if someone tells their friend, Harei, emchataf li mafteach zeh, if I steal this key, like someone says, if I get the code to the bank, me'ata hakol hefker, everything is hefker. V'yachol l'roikin li es kol habayis, he can empty me out. If someone knows the code to my house, kaviyachol, he can empty everything out, says Hashem. Moshe Rabbeinu took the code to my storehouse. He understands the key is to what? It's to daven like that rush, like that poor person, that we're not fitting, that there's no reason we should get anything. Relying that Hashem will give us, cause He is that loving Father that has an endless and limitless means to give us everything that we need.